Hello, it's Em back again with another video. Today I'm going to be painting a pigeon, and I'm going to be honest with you right up front. I was super impressed with my pigeon making skills for this particular video. I've never really made a bird that I liked before, and this one just really blew me away. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but toot toot, okay? I also did some other things, like I just wanted to do a kind of late fall, early summer sort of things you find on the street in New York City near Central Park sort of kind of vibe. Except there's a cup of coffee in there, which I absolutely hate, but it was a learning experience. So that's what we're working on today. And this is kind of my introduction to fall themed drawings and paintings that I'll be doing going forward. And I cannot wait for you guys to see next week's video. I worked so hard on it. It's going to be another color pencil sketching fall sketch page, but this one is really good too. So hang on, okay? Let me just get this one done. I did this cup of coffee and I absolutely hate it. I love all the other things on the page, and I was started with the cup of coffee frankly because I thought it was going to be the easiest thing to do, and I was like, okay, I'll just start with like this easy thing, do a warm up. I don't know what it was. I was looking up like how to do, I think, just like a smooth surface. We know I struggle with that. And I think it looked cool at first. I tried to do this thing where you do half side of the brush with one color and half side of the brush with the other color. Yay! That part looks really good. If I would have just continued like that, that would have been cool and just kind of kept the blue down to a minimum. But at some point, I put too much like green and blue in my gray where you can see it there, and I really wanted it to be more of like a gray looking shadow, and it just ended up being so green that I just couldn't save it. It just didn't look good to me. I really didn't like this. This is where, see, too green. So I just didn't like that myself. It wasn't fitting with the theme I wanted to go for with the whole page, so I just decided to start over. So I just painted the whole thing a creamy white color, and because I wanted it to just look like a plain cup of coffee you would get at like a diner, like that kind of mug. So I needed to switch it up a little bit. And while I was making this cup of coffee, I was watching the movie Late Night with the Devil, and somebody had recommended it in the video where we were talking about scary movies, and you guys had given me so many good recommendations. I got to get through them. Another popular one was Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and I have seen that one and I just love it so much. That's another family classic for me and my dad. So I was watching Late Night with the Devil. I thought it was pretty good, not too scary. I didn't really like the use of the AI art for some parts of the movie. If you've seen it, you'll know, or if you're part of the same circles that I'm part of on TikTok, that kind of was going around for a bit that they were using AI, and it's just super disappointing to see, and frankly ironic for this movie if you know the theme of the movie. So I found it anyways. But besides that, it was pretty cool. Liked it, and keep them coming. I did also watch The Omen, the new one, from 2024, and I thought that was pretty cool too. It wasn't, it wasn't bad. But again, with movies, I should mention that I'll watch pretty much anything. Like, I don't care. I have ones that are my favorite, but if I'm watching a movie, it's just a good time, Just watching a movie is fun. So anyways, here's the stupid mug finished. I cleaned my palette to get ready to do the pigeon, and I wasn't feeling super confident right now, but I was happy the mug was done because I did not enjoy doing that. So I'm starting out by doing my pigeon, and I figured let's just do a gray base. Like I said, I've never really successfully done a bird like this before, and definitely never painted one. I kind of stay away from things that look like fur or feathers because I didn't really know how to do them, but I researched heavily how I would go about doing this pigeon, and so I think that helped me a lot, and I was just trying to be really patient with it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start with a gray and then do a nice wash of that, and then I'm just going to keep it cartoony, keep it light, and see where we go. So that's what I did. And also, I just remembered that I was at the grocery store the other day and I would like to bring this up to anyone else because at this point I'm thinking that am I crazy or what's going on? Where's all the orange sherbet? Where is it? This has been a question of mine for quite a few years now. I would say up to 4 years that I just can't find it anymore. Do people not like it? Is there not a demand for orange sherbet? Because it is my most favorite ice cream or type of icy treat. And what the hell, Chapman's? I just don't get it. There's only rainbow, there's like mango. I hate mango. No offense to anybody that likes mango. It's just not my thing, okay? And I just don't know where it could have possibly gone. I don't understand. Lemon? Why am I seeing lemon over orange? Where is all of the orange? Is everybody buying it before me? Because I check every single time I go. It makes me really upset. And so, if anybody has any information on the lost or missing orange sherbet conspiracy, that truly I think it's a conspiracy at this point. I just don't know what's so hard about making the orange sherbet and just putting it in the store so I may purchase it and enjoy it in my home and place of business. Okay. Anyways, that was my last thing. It's just in summer I really like orange sherbet and this is my sort of like end of summer video. And I just really wanted to bring it up because I've been needing an icy treat recently and that is my most favorite icy treat. So, for the gray of the pigeon, I really worked hard to try and make it a little bit bluish, which was a bit tricky because I never really use blues a lot. And I really just like the gray that came out. And I did these little tiny sort of strokes. I was kind of thinking like to make feathers. And I didn't want to do too crazy detail, just kind of go with the brush strokes and keep it light and fun. And I'm finding that this keeping it light and fun and not worrying too much is really, really helping me with my painting because whenever I do that, I seem to really not only enjoy the experience, but also I find that the outcome is a lot better. I'm like, okay, just don't do too much detail sometimes. Do less and just don't worry about it too much. And so I think I'm just going to keep going down that path for now. And even with color pencils, I do that too. I try to now just keep it light, just go slow, do layers, have fun with it, see what works, and kind of also sticking with a color palette so you don't have to think too hard about that, and just doing anything I can to keep myself to go with the flow. And of course I had to do those little, like, you know how pigeons have those like colorful reflections of pink and green around their neck. I used viridian and magenta, and then I just added like a lighter pink and I think like a little bit more of a neon green, icy blue kind of color to those to make sort of a reflecty look. Again, I was making it like, you know, cartoony sort of style, and I love the expression. I just really liked this one. I thought it was really fun. I hope you like it. And yeah, so anyways, this is a nice, I like this one because it's giving me September. It's making me think about September. I don't know why, just like pigeons. I'm thinking of like cups of coffee. It's not too explicitly fall, but like I said, the next one will be very fall. It's going to be heavy fall. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm so excited about it, like I said. And also, I want to say sorry if this voiceover sounds even worse than normal. I mean, like the actual audio quality. I know that the audio quality of my voiceovers is not great. I'm trying to fix it. I'm not very good with computers and stuff, so I'm trying to make it as good as I can. But like I said, I don't want to hammer it home all the time about how I'm moving because I know that's annoying. But that is why it's bad because my whole like setup of what I used to do I don't have anymore, and that one was already not good, as some people had said in the comments, which I kind of thought at first I was like, what? Why are they saying it's not good? It sounds fine. But then I listened to it with headphones on, and I was like, oh my god, that's completely warranted. It does sound terrible. So my deepest apologies for that. I really am trying, like, I'm just starting out, you know, so just bear with me. I'm trying to figure out a way. I do have like a mic and stuff, but I don't actually know how to use it yet, so I'm trying to figure it out. And it's tough. It's hard for me to, I really struggle with that kind of stuff, so my deepest apologies. I hope it's not bothering you. So I'm doing this twig, which I was like, why did I even do a twig? so dumb. Like, but I actually really like how it turned out. I like how it looks like from a comic book kind of at the end. And I think it's a really nice item to just have beside the pigeon. I really just wanted the pigeon to be like the main focus of the whole, well, I guess I'll call it a sketch page, even though it's like a painting sketch page kind of thing. And I just wanted to do something like fun and easy that I like. I hadn't done like a piece of wood or something from a tree recently, so I just wanted to kind of brush up on that. I think I was trying to think about what my next video after next week's will be on because I haven't sketched it yet, and I really want to do something that's like, can you guys give me some ideas? Because I'm not sure. I want to do a scene, I want to paint it with gouache, and I love Bigfoot, and I really want to do something Bigfoot or Mothman focused. Like, I want to do like a cryptid kind of thing, but like specifically Bigfoot or Mothman, something like that's in a forest and spooky and fall that I could do. And I think I'll just do like a little page or something. Or I could do a sketch page of like a bunch of items. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I'm looking for ideas because I'm having like, because of the move, I'm having like so much stuff to think about. So that's where I kind of struggle sometimes and I get a little bit of art block. Nothing too crazy or anything, but it's just hard to focus for me personally. And oh my gosh, I love this little acorn. I've kind of just one of those things I was like, not really sure how to do this. And everything to me with painting is new. So it's always a challenge. It's always fun to figure out. But I don't know, on this day, I was just trying new things. I was like, okay, well, let's just see how this goes. And it all just worked out so well. And I'm finding that using the brushes to be to my advantage and not trying so hard to get them to do exactly what I want and just letting them be brushes and be themselves is really, really working for me. So I just did the top of this acorn. This is the part that I always struggle with. And I was like, I'm just going to do these little like half circle kind of motions with the side of the brush. And at the end of it, I was like, okay, no notes. Easily, that's great. That worked perfectly. Like, I did a darker underneath, and then I did those little things. I don't know what those things are called on top, but those little, like, I guess like flakes or whatever. And I just went over it again to do like the side that the light is on and made that side brighter. And then I did the same ones on the other side, the opposite side, and I did them darker. And yeah, I just really, really like how this little acorn turned out. And similar to the feathers, I just went under some parts with my tiny brush and just darkened it to create a little bit of a shadow, just to have something extra there, but didn't go too crazy into detail. And I want to like really remember how I did this page because not only did I have fun, but I think it was a really effective way to paint. And I'm happy that I did it. You know what movie I'm going to watch this week that I can't believe nobody's brought up so far, or maybe I just didn't see it, is Cabin in the Woods. Do we still watch Cabin in the Woods? Because I really liked that one. That was a good one. And of course, I'm going to watch Practical Magic soon. Oh, and me and my sister have been going through Twilight again because that's just like our fun thing that we do every fall. We love it. And The Craft. I recently just watched The Craft. I'll watch the new one, even though it's not that good, but I still want to watch it. So I'm just finishing up here. Did these like outlines of a bright orangey red and a bright greenish blue on either side of the items there, especially the twig and the acorn. I just wanted to like tie it all in together because I did that on the mug and there's like the bright blue and stuff on the pigeon. So I just thought it could bring everything together, but I don't know really how I feel about it. And I just taped it down just to hold the paper on the page, and then I'm signing it and we're all done. The pigeon is definitely my favorite, and I really like the stick and the acorn too, but I'm not a huge fan of the cup of coffee. I just didn't want it to ruin the page, but whatever. It's just for practice and for fun. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and you'll see me next week. Okay, bye!